Living the dream.
Oh, I'm a tight swinger, mate.
And he gets to see my face every week, so I mean, how lucky is he? Absolute professionals at this. We do put it on YouTube.
I'm genuinely impressed, mate. Genuinely impressed.
Edit that. We'll cut that bit out. Happy Dad Tales Day. Come on.
No, pre-warning. Rock, mate. Good evening, Andy.
I just thought I'd sneak that one straight in. Let's just press record. Let's just go.
I've just put one on seat. You press record. I've just walked in. How we doing, mate? You right?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. I've had... Hey,
hang on, wait till I ask you.
Oh, sorry,
what have you done this week?
I brought my drinking ban.
I know you did.
I got drunk on Friday night.
Friday night?
Saturday night. I was that drunk, it felt like Friday night. It took me all weekend to recover.
You're still drunk on Sunday?
God, man.
Was you ill on Sunday?
Oh, was I ill? I had a right headache. I could barely, when I first got up, I could barely move my head. You know, it's like, I must have been that conditioned. I had a hangover for ages, to the point where I was drinking a lot of alcohol, which made me go on like a bit of a dry September. Yeah.
Dry week.
I've not had a drink for 4.5 weeks, I think it was. Can I have a round of applause for that?
Well done.
Let's say I drank every weekend and I think I had a problem, but I've proved I ain't got a problem because I can go without. Excuse me.
You think you only went 4.5 weeks?
Yeah, no, but I'm now back off it and I won't drink again now until a special occasion. But boy, did I have a headache. I couldn't even move my head. If I like, do you know, like you move from side to side, I'm like, oh, here we go. What an headache.
Do you know what as well? I thought we was home early.
It was on really early.
I think I was in bed by 11:30. And bear in mind, we'd walked back.
Sorry?
I'm pretty certain I
ain't got a clue what time it was. I was that drunk.
You did leave me, though. You may have well walked.
Fell in the gutter. Now straight home. To be fair, yeah, because I got home and Amy was still up, and I was like, how come you're still up? Thinking it's like 2 in the morning. What are we doing up?
And we kebab shopped, went for food. Yeah, we had a big walk out round, and we ordered a fair bit of food, so it took ages to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all in all, a good night.
Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed it.
It was nice. I thought it was nice to catch up with old friends that I've not seen before. Not seen for
a while. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. It was at its thing. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
guess
let's
what?
go. What? We got a sponsor.
We've got a sponsor. Drum roll. We've had a company being in touch. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready, mate.
Listen up, strap yourself in. This is our new sponsor. So they sent me this to read out, because obviously I couldn't write something this intelligent. One of the worst things that could happen to you whilst out driving is to get stuck in. Whether this is due to a blowout, battery problem, or internal combustion issue. What you need is a recovery that can't be beaten on price and convenience. You need Camel Toe. If you've had a quick bump at the back of the supermarket car park, Camel Toe can provide you with the solution to your hump lump. Camel Toe can provide you with a 360-degree resolution and provide the support you need to get home without those embarrassing doorstep moments with your partner. Whether you're driving your Volvo to the limits and it's hitting the bursting point, Camel Toe have years of experience in this field. Our customers trust us due to our consistent, fast and top quality service that we offer. We've been entrusted to provide a safe extraction and delivery of reconstruction. At Camel Toe, we like to show it off as we feel it's worth celebrating. The majority of our customers would celebrate our success and would labour the point to new customers. Camel Toe, for all your wedgie needs.
Nice.
We've got a sponsor, mate.
I'm pleased, yeah.
It's good. So for your clear out, if you need recovery of any kind, call Camel Toe.
How do they contact Camel Toe?
www.cameltoe.com. That's the one.
Ah, that was, yeah. Local to our area as well. So
local to every area.
Yeah, that's good.
Normally around the Midlands is where they perform
good, most
heavy. But, oh good mate, we've got a sponsor.
Boop, boop.
How do you feel about that?
I'm pleased. It's about time we had some real rolling in for sponsorships.
Yeah, wonder what we can do with that dollar.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
And if you use 10% Tails, you can get a discount.
Yeah. Tails gives you that discount.
Yeah. And Tails and Camel Toes go well and well, so there we go.
We're a partnership.
Boop, boop.
Right, we've got a hot topic to discuss this evening.
Hot topic.
We are discussing what should we be teaching our children. There's a reason I wanted to talk about this. Because based on my week, my car broke this week. And what annoys me is that I know nothing about cars. And I'm putting a lot of trust in somebody not to rip me off. And my biggest thing here, because my dad was a mechanic, and all the years of sort of sat watching him do stuff, I never kind of once went, oh, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
I've seen him like revive some engines like weird ways, and it's quite magical. And why didn't I ever think I could do with knowing some of this?
Yeah.
I literally know nothing. It's got wheels, it's got a steering wheel. If it's making a noise, what do? You turn radio up, don't you?
Yeah, you ignore it till it stops moving.
Till some sort of light flashes on there. So I thought, what should I make sure that my kids know that maybe I know a little bit about?
Okay, so give us some examples then. And I know obviously you can't teach them mechanics, but that's the thing. It's got to be something you can do to teach them. So not necessarily if you said to them they should know something about mechanics. Well, that's what can you teach them? Yeah,
so there is things like that I think even that I don't know that I would like them to know, probably because I don't. I mean, it'd be great to have like a beautician in family or something, wouldn't it, so they can
sort you out.
So they can help me out. I'm thinking things like how to handle money, so like interest rates, mortgages, stuff like that. Not that I know a lot about that, but I'd like them to know a little bit about how to properly handle cash.
So I've got here how to save and be independent with money. I think that's important.
I think that's really important. It's so like for Lexi at the moment, she's out working, and it's like everything she earns. She's never had that money before, so it's like everything she earns. Oh, I must go spend it.
Yeah.
Whereas actually, I know it's a proper old man thing to say, but man, if I was in that position, I'd be thinking, I just need to save something, even if it's a couple of £100. 10%.
Well, that's what I was always taught. 10% has to be saved of your paycheck, of your wages. So when I had my paper out, 10% of £14.
£1.40.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When I started work, when I finished school, I was working at a local farm, and we was on £2 an hour. £2 an hour. But we were saving up, me and we were saving up for an holiday. So what we did was if we earn, say, like £76 a week or something like that, we'd have £6. If we earned 72, we'd only get £2.
That's not bad, yeah.
So that had to last us.
I've started doing, save the change with my bank. So I set an account up and it rounds things up. And since I think June, I've got about £100. Just rounding things up.
So if you spend £6.23,
it'll round up to the nearest pound.
Yeah.
And it'll just chuck extra bits in. It's really good.
That's impressive. And that's on like an app, is it?
No, it's just on my bank account. My actual bank has done it. So I've created a new bank account on my. So I've got now 3 bank accounts. I've got my main, my joint, and now I've got this one.
For fun.
Yeah, well, it's surprising how much just rounding the odd bits up has made a difference.
So there's a tip for you, folks.
Yeah, round up. I mean, there's apps out there that do that, don't they? Like, it's called like Save the Change, something like that. But like, say my bank's doing it now, so my bank's letting me do it. So I'm not having to pay maybe a third person. It's
even better. Staying
all in house. So things I've got that you should always teach children is to say please and thank you. I think that's really important.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
It is, but just being polite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got on my list. Just be nice.
There is, yeah.
What do you get benefit-wise from bringing somebody else down?
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree.
Be nice.
Always.
And like I say please and thank yous. Manners are a big thing for me.
Yeah, I am one of them.
And if you go into the working world, which is what we're trying to set them up for, and it's for independence, you've got to be polite to people.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter where you are on that ladder. If you're at the top, if you're at the bottom.
I always, I don't know who's told me this over the years, but they always say treat the clean like you treat the CEO. I mean, they're no different people. They're humans at the end of the day, and they just want to work and get on with it. So why would you train them on different?
All human beings.
Exactly.
We all sit down for poops.
Exactly. Another one I've got is admit when you're wrong. Teach my kids to admit when they're wrong. I hate it. Sometimes my kids will lie, and you're like, I can tell you're lying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more mad now that you're thinking you're getting one over me than if you'd have admitted it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not in trouble. I found myself going, you're not in trouble, just don't lie. Do you know what I'm trying to get out? And they're still going on. I'm like, I can see the pin on the floor on your hands.
Own it. That's
exactly, own it. Own it.
I think as well, again, in the working world, I think people have a lot more respect for you if you do go, yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
I effed here. I messed it. My bad. I'll learn from it.
We'll do it again. That's I always tell people who I've worked above, I've always said to them, look, you will make mistakes. It's learning from the mistakes. What I can't stand is people who make mistakes and then just go, nah, and they make the same again. If you don't learn from it, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no lesson there. Whereas if you do something wrong and you go, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Right, okay, it doesn't happen again. And we know why it happened. We learn, we set up and we go, which is how we get good processes. I mean, don't do it stupid, but do you know what I mean? Do you know, like something that's trivial, you think, well, just don't do that again. Simple as.
Absolutely. I've got to deal with disappointment.
I've got that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, deal with rejecting disappointment, because I think we live in, I hate this word, a bit of a woke society, where kids now don't understand being rejected. It's like the world's ended. I mean, I was talking to somebody, and I've had job interviews where I've been unsuccessful and stuff like that. But it's like, people don't understand. There's only one person you fight against other people and stuff like that. It's that temperament of going, okay, well, what can I do to go forward? What can I learn? How can I build myself up to be the next person? What was that person better than me at? And how can I be next time out? Even if you go for somewhere else, do you know what I mean? It's, don't pick your bat and ball up and disappear, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I was reading something today, and it was about somebody leaving their work, and they weren't happy with doing it, and they was asking for people's advice and opinions. And probably 90% of the people in there were saying, just leave, mate. If you've already got another job somewhere else, and you don't enjoy working there, there's a reason you're leaving. You're not benefiting by going back and going, yeah, I didn't like this, don't like you, don't like what you're doing. Don't burn your bridges, just get on with it.
Well, you never know when you need that sort of job to come back. Because like, I've always said this as well, my MPLQ, I don't really use it anymore, but I keep it up. And there's a reason why I keep it up. If I fall on hard times or something happens, I know I can go and do that job, no matter what. And I always say to people, look, I mean, if you can't keep it up, then just keep it as something.
It's not just always about like going back to the same job, though, either, is it? You might meet them other people in other jobs, and I just don't get what you benefit from stuff like that.
No, I'm not a fan of people who go down swinging. I'll try and get out swinging, you know, burn the house down the way out.
I mean, swinging. Let's not rule everything out. It's not something I'm going to teach my kids.
No, definitely not. Don't get it.
Nah, bit weird. Too much admin.
There is that.
Go on, what have you got next?
How to negotiate.
Ooh.
I think that's really important. And that, a lot, is confidence. Negotiation is about being confident in what you want to do.
Because we're rubbish at this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but like, I wanted, like, Ava's quite a confident person, and I think if I could educate her to be a confident, negotiator. If you want something and you stand by your guns, that's what it is. Then there's a difference between rude and there's a difference between going, look, what can I do for you, or vice versa, or there's
a difference between cockiness and confidence in there, and it's finding that balance. But I think you're right. I think, if you want something, was we talking about this? Did we talk about this I can't remember whether we talked on the pod or off the pod. And when we were saying about there was somebody that goes somewhere and asks for something free every time.
I don't know.
Maybe something we weren't talking about. Yeah. Maybe it's something I've dreamt.
Or maybe your other podcast that you have.
Yeah, that was fun.
I tried to negotiate for a TV and backfired that time, big time.
I do it every time. If I try negotiating for something,
it doesn't work.
It never works for me. Never.
In
fact, I normally pay more.
I tried to negotiate something with a car, and I think it was something as trivial as like saying, he took some seat mats in and stuff like that. Now we can't do it anymore. And then, something else. Yeah,
I was promised petrol in a car once.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah. It was something, my mum bought a car, so I said about, what can you do, like as a deal sort of thing? What can we, they said, because we got like a fair thingy price, we have to do what it is. But we can't do any deals, because if we don't do a deal for someone else, then they can go back and say, well, you did a deal for them, but you don't do a deal for me, sort of thing. So it is what it is. And I was like, that's not how it used to work.
Yeah, well, that's strange, because we were talking about this at work today. That we could be on an aeroplane together, sat in seats next to each other, and I could have paid a different price to you.
Yeah, good point.
Have you ever thought about that? If you're on a plane, just out of interest, mate, how much did you pay for this? If you go to a hotel, you pay a different price than somebody else. So how does that work? So go back to that garage.
You do it on trains as well, don't you?
Get your money back.
Exactly. Prices.
Exactly. Why is there not one standard price for
it? If I buy Mars bar, it's the same price. Always back to the food.
Yeah, but, well, to a certain degree it is, isn't it? But you would find different shops charging different prices.
Yeah.
But it being in a very small bracket, pence, wouldn't it? But yeah, you get on a train, you get in whatever, and you'll be paying different prices. We should do this. Next time we get on a plane, we should just go around and survey everybody.
Yeah, how much you pay.
Yeah.
And then go, right, row D got the cheapest flight. And row F, woo, they paid over the odds.
Rockefeller. Right, I've got another one. A little bit like what you were just saying then. Know when to say no.
Yeah, I've got that on my list.
Because I think there's all too often, as much as we all would be there for anybody that needs it, sometimes you just have to go, no.
Yeah.
Do you remember over the week when you asked me if I wanted to do something? I just said no.
No?
You invite me to come round to your house or something, and I just went, no. I didn't give you a reason.
I didn't invite him round people. So I just want to be clear, I did not invite him round.
I can't remember what we said we was doing. He just asked.
I said, yes, do you want to go watch football? Nah. All right, nice one. Cheers, mate. Learn to swim.
Yeah, good one. I think swimming and driving are two life skills that everybody should be doing because.
Well, you say that. I think also, of course, when it comes to driving, I know a lot of people who don't drive or have never drove and get by fine, if that makes sense.
They get by fine, but look at what they could possibly do. Because you can, we live in a town that's got a train station and you can get to places, but how would you get into like little villages and stuff like that we've cycled through? Yeah, but
push bike.
The convenience and have you ever just like been in a bit of a strop and just go, I'm just going to go for a drive?
No.
Because you don't get in strops because you're Mr. Cool.
No.
I have. I once had an argument with a former partner and drove to Manchester.
What was in Manchester for you?
Old Trafford.
Standing up at the lights going,
it's my safe place.
I love this place. So Alex.
Yeah, just got in an arse, went in car and just kept driving and thought, I'm going to drive to Manchester.
Oh.
And bear in mind, Manchester's a good hour and a half away from where we are.
Oh. It's pretty good. Although,
thank you.
If I had a motorbike, I'd probably go out for a ride, just a random ride. But I wouldn't sit in a car and go for a random drive.
You get my point, though, don't you? That you can just drop. You just go and do whatever.
We could just go sit at a train station and go right and go on trains.
Yeah, and half of them are on strike, so you'd be sat there for a while.
Hours. Yeah, good point.
Or the train won't get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Rubbish. CPR.
Yep.
Like you said about learning to swim, I think having can you imagine just being there? I'm not saying that we all want to be heroes, but if somebody drops down, you go, stand back. I've got this.
I'm the one who goes, can anyone do first aid? I go, no. Can anybody do first aid? Come on, there's somebody.
There's got to be a doctor in.
Come on, somebody. Don't make me do it.
And then you'll just get somebody from back and go, oh, give it a go. I throw it uncomfortably.
I'm like, go on, man. Have a go. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that's one of those life skills where, when needed, is really important.
Yeah. Even just, I know like Andy's done bits at primary school.
Yeah.
Just knowing when to ring 999.
Yeah.
And, little things like that I think is really, really important.
Yeah. I completely agree. Completely.
You got what else on your list?
Yeah, I've got how to tie a tie.
Tie a tie?
Frustrates me. Now, in the
can you do it?
Yeah, of course I can. I can do like proper like fancy knots and stuff.
Get you.
But I can like triple Windsor and stuff like that. But anyway, so when
you don't want triple Windsor.
Nah. When I was at my previous employer, there's a few like, do you know when you give like job interviews and stuff like that, and I was like, come here, let me help you do your time. Like you're 16, 17, and it's just one of those things where I think it's really important that you can. And I learned at school.
Is the tie a dying out bit of fashion accessory though? If somebody was to turn up in front of you for an interview and didn't have a tie on, would you hold that against them? If they had a shirt and a jacket?
I wouldn't hold them against it, but I would wear a shirt and tie. And I'd wear it, like, if there's something going on at work that's important. So I wear a shirt pretty much every day, but I have an open collar. But if there's something going on, I'll put my suit pants on, put my tie on.
You put a tie on to hide the spills on this.
Yeah, pretty much. But I still think it's really important that you can tie a tie.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. Yeah, I think it's we're quite traditionalists, aren't we? And I think it's one of the things we don't want to die out. I think the importance of wearing a tie.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you tie a dicky bow?
Yes, but I'd have to
Google it.
No, it'd be a couple of attempts because it's not much different. So it's like left over round, then you pull it through and twist it, and as you twist it through, it pulls it through. I can do it.
But I don't think I've ever tried it.
A couple of goes. But all my dicky bows are clippers.
Yeah, mine are.
They're already pre-tied.
So you're saying that we should learn to tie a tie, but your dickies are clippered?
But
your dicky has been clippered.
Yeah, it has been snipped. But how often do you wear a dicky bow compared to a tie?
Yeah, but I think
percentages, if you said, right, okay, I wear in my lifetime, I'm going to wear a tie 20%, well, dicky bow's going to be at least one.
The problem you've got with a dicky bow is that a dicky bow is very much look at me. If you go to a wedding, for instance, you'll probably wear a tie. If somebody's there in a dicky bow, it's like, wow, he's gone to a bit of extra effort.
Put his cummerbund on as well, off he goes.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's a bit look at me.
Yeah.
Not a lot wrong with that. I teach my kids how to dig a hole.
For what purpose?
You never know when you might need to bury someone.
A turd?
Possibly.
Well, I've never really thought about teaching my kids to dig.
Get them to dig a hole.
Yeah?
Yep. It's important.
Nice. Okay. How to start a fire?
I thought I was going to say a fight.
How to finish a fight?
Right, so starting a fire, I did think about this. But why would you need to?
Barbecuing. If you're out in the wilderness on your own.
Why would you be?
What are you talking about? I'm an adventure boy. I like to stray out into random places.
Just drive out in your car?
No, I walk out.
You walk, you don't like walking.
What if you break down and it's middle at night and you're freezing, your car's not working?
Just get your phone out.
And do what? It's not going to start a fire for you, is it?
No, but what you do is that's that placebo, innit? Get on YouTube, put fire effect, and you go, ooh, ooh, ooh. You'll be like, won't be able to hold
you're a caveman now, or a monkey.
You'll be able to hold your phone, it'll be too hot.
Nah.
I get that it's a skill.
Yeah.
I get the skill, but out of everything else we've mentioned, it's
I do get that, because the other one I got with that is to tie knots, be able to tie proper knots. Now, I can't. I was a Boy Scout, and I can do a reef knot, and I can do a granny knot, which is like a messed up knot, isn't it? A granny knot.
Granny knot's just
a random rubbish knot.
Somebody will tell us.
And that's about it. It's like, do you know, like, there was when I was a thing, the kids who could like tie, like, do you know, like proper like a sheep shank or stuff like that. And like, it was like,
you know all the lingo.
Well, you know, these knots like where under tension it gets tighter and tighter, but as soon as you like slacken the tension off, it then just comes open. So like, do you know if you're
that's
like
a reef knot, innit?
No, reef knot's like double doors, isn't it?
A sheep shank. They only do them in Wales. No, I get that, because you know, like if you stick loads of stuff in your car and your boot doesn't shut, you need to tie something around, or you've got something on your roof or whatever. Basically, if you're doing something and you need it to hold on that you shouldn't be doing, then you need to. Yeah, I think tying a knot, because the amount of people I've seen like try and tie a knot, and then it just goes, well, where's it gone?
Well, I'm saying I just do loads of knots and thinking, right, that'll hold. So the first one gives up, at least second, third, fourth, and fifth are going to hold it in place. But yeah, it's something I never really learned how to do them, or I didn't get it really. Like, I couldn't fathom what I'm doing.
I'm saying I'll just keep tying knot and knot and knot.
And then when I start doing it, I'm like, oh god, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah, cut it.
Cut it and start again.
You could just singe it, couldn't you, with your fire that you've learned how to make?
Yeah,
that'd work, wouldn't it? My last one is reject all cookies.
Reject all cookies.
Yeah, you know when you log onto a website and it's like accept or reject. You don't need to accept all cookies.
I think it affects.
I don't even know what cookies are, if I'm honest.
No, so I know they are like chocolate chip things.
Yeah, well, sometimes kids should be rejecting them as well.
Yeah. I think if you reject those,
especially from strangers.
I think it does something to you what you're viewing. Okay, noted. I'll pass that on. Yeah, I think it does something to what you're viewing, doesn't it? It like restricts certain things you can see.
I don't know. You get on there and you generally can see what you need to see. And
I'll reject it. I accept it.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know.
I don't know what cookies are.
If I get an option to manage my cookies or reject, or no, manage or accept, I'll accept. But if there's an option to reject, I reject. And I've never had a different website since. Maybe we need to know what cookies are.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know what they are. Really?
No, fair one. I've got a few things of what kids can teach us.
Ooh.
So flipped this bad boy.
Go on,
To be fearless. I think kids are generally fairly fearless. And I think us as adults, we overthink. We don't. And do you know what? This is pretty much my theme through this. Trust yourself. As an adult, you kind of got to trust the decisions you make. And sometimes we'll go, I'm not really sure. I'm a big procrastinator. No, that's when I chew my food, isn't it?
No, mastication chewing food.
I thought that was the other thing.
Procrastinate is where you put things off. I'm bad for that.
I'm terrible.
Distracted. Yeah, I'm bad for that.
Terrible at it. Not to judge. Again, I think as adults we not designed to judge. We make judgments on people fairly quickly because we need to know there's a trust there in whatever we're doing. Where kids just go, yeah, you're on the level.
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting that judgment.
I think sometimes kids can be a bit too judgmental.
Do you think?
Yeah, like I think sometimes kids can, go, yeah, I don't like you because your hair's got blue bits in it or something. Do you know, as in, like, they can be like irrational when they're like...
I think that's adults. I think as adults, not us, because we're not, but there's sexism, racism, ageism, all that. Kids are that. They're just
no, they're not, but it is taught. Somewhere along the lines, it becomes a taught trait, which
exactly.
is awful.
So they should be teaching us that it's not right.
Yeah, which I get, like, it's like up to a certain age, but, like, do you know, like, I mean, school was awful, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, some of the kids was awful.
I think I was probably one of them.
But, like they go, I don't look at you because you're a bit overweight, or I don't look at you because you wear glasses, or I don't like you because you got orange hair or whatever. But they're like, what's that?
I think that's getting towards more like high school, though. I think primary is very different. Nice. When you get into high school, you're trying to fit in, you're trying to find your place and go, yeah, you're a bit smelly, I don't want to sit next to you.
Yeah. Actually, teacher always used to say, Leon, do truffle shuffle.
You teach it. Is that the teacher who used to take fishing?
No. But yeah, so I don't know, I think kids can be a bit like irrational on like certain things. But I do know what you mean. It's a trait that's been taught somewhere along the lines, and I don't get where it is.
I think we should be open to learning from
everybody
as well. Yeah. Do you know what I like? We obviously live in a town that's quite highly populated with Eastern Europeans as well, and many different nationalities. Yeah. What I do like is the kids that are teaching the parents to speak English.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah. That's class.
Because they've come in as maybe babies and grown up in school, etc. Yeah. And then parents have come in and obviously English is a second language, and them actually doing the teaching. Like it.
Well, I like the fact, like, so Ava, she's got someone in her class who's Brazilian, and then she's got someone who's like Polish. Yeah. And then, but I'm like, have you not asked, like, what's this in that language? And she's like, no. And I'm like, ask! Learn! You've got a great opportunity because those two kids can both speak English as a second language, but they've also got the primary language. I'm like, you're just English. Learn something from them.
Yeah.
Learn how to. I mean, as well, how good would it be as well if they ever learned something when you started speaking to them in Brazilian, like asking how you doing?
How would they feel?
Oh man, that's what I love it. Yeah. But do you want to do it?
Do you know what as well? That's strange because I thought at that age they would.
Yeah,
whereas like you get to high school and it's a little bit, oh no, it's a bit too much hard work, isn't it? I just think stuff like that's really cool. Yeah. If you could just say hello, and every morning you might not say anything else to that person all day, but if you could say hello to them in their language,
class.
Brilliant. Yeah. Final quick question on this topic: what is the hardest age to parent? What do you reckon?
Well, the hardest age?
Yeah. So the scale of babies to, let's say, late teens. What do you reckon? On a recent survey that was done, what do you reckon?
Well, so it depends what you define as hard. So hard as a baby was lack of sleep. So I was like sleep deprived and obviously stress of doing work. When the kid gets independent, that becomes now a stress of making sure they're okay. To the point where I reckon it's going to be probably when they're in teens, when they start going out and stuff. That's probably the worst time ever because one, they don't want to know you anymore. Two, you're worried about where they are every 2 minutes because you've lived in the big bad world. You know what it's like and how many idiots are out there. I'm probably going to say it's somewhere around the realms of 16 to 19, somewhere around there. It's probably the worst time.
It's difficult for me to ask you this question because you've obviously
not got yours
aren't.
But so I'm saying, like I remember as a kid, it was awful because I was tired myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have a greatest job, so money was
babies
hard.
As well. I think are no fun. They don't do anything, do they? Nah. It's when they get to. I know it's like the terrible twos, but I think that's when they start to develop personality.
Yeah. But like now, the like the
Gobshites.
both mine are now at an age of where they're starting to really come into their own of like Ava's becoming like a little lady sort of thing, so she's getting a bit more like fashion conscious and things like that. I'm like, I don't really like this. Whereas Noah's just like mucky knees and being a little shitbag, really. Do you know what I mean?
But he should be.
Yeah, and he's been a proper little brother, as in like he's winding Ava up. So I go to a room and stuff like that. He's like, get out of the room, and I'm like, let Noah just leave her alone.
Kids are magic, honestly. They know exactly what buttons to press with each other. And as annoying as it is as a parent,
it's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
I love it. I'm looking at Ava going, yeah, she's winding him up. Because that's what he's there for. He's there to wind her up. He's there to embarrass. So when she gets like 14, 15, 16 and got friends round, I'm hoping he's embarrassing, like running around naked.
Setting secret cameras up in a room.
No, too far. Too far.
Right. What you got?
So what is the hardest age?
Oh, sorry. So the hardest age is, according to a recent survey, between 12 and 14.
12? That young? So what? Is that both male and female?
Man, I didn't look that far into it. God. You always want more, don't you?
I do. Because yeah.
12 to 14 is the hardest age, apparently.
I disagree.
You wait till you get there. Right. Have you got a question for us this week?
I have got a question for you.
Oh, so this is our new segment. This is a question that we want to know the answer to because we don't understand. There's something to this segment, I'm sure.
Yeah, but we just got to figure out what we're calling it or how it works. So
but you get the drift.
Yeah. So mine is in like why, right? So
why
we drive on the left in England, and then some people drive on the right in other countries. Why can't we all just pick a side, have the same car, and off we bloody go? It's so frustrating. I go to Europe, I get in a car, I'm like, the steering wheel's on the wrong side. I'm now driving shift me wrong hand. I'm like, what's going on? So if I'd been brought up to drive on I'm happy to go, right, okay, we're no longer on the right, we're all off to the left, we're joining the rest of Europe, let's go for it, let's have a go. Why?
I don't know.
Americans are on the other side of the road. Do you know what I mean? Let's just join them. I'm not happy. I'm not bothered.
And obviously, it's not going to change now, is it? Because it'd be too expensive to change.
But no, surely it'd be better for the planet that we don't have different sides of transmission stuff. So, like, some parts won't go on our cars, like go on a European car, because of the way the car and engine's set up. So, like, do you know, like your pedals and stuff like that? I'm sure there's things where it's not just simple as going, I'll put that information over there and put that there. I think genuinely it causes problems in car
which I can
production and stuff.
I can fully understand.
So why don't we just, as a world go, right, are we lefts or rights? Because whichever we're doing, we're off for it, right?
Because we struggle to make decisions in our own town, never mind the world. And who's in charge of that decision?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Do we do a big survey?
But
send out a survey, monkey.
Would you be happy if they said, right, as of this date, we're all front at left?
I'm one of these people. I don't care. I generally don't care. So if they did, I'd go, yeah, no worries. And I suppose that would make life a lot easier.
Yeah.
But like I say, you're not going to get everybody to agree. There's got to be a reason why. Because, obviously, us in Australia drive on the left. No, do we drive
right,
on the left?
Drive on the right, mate.
No, we don't. We drive on the left.
I drive on the right.
Were you driving on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, you're on left, yeah.
Your steering wheel's
on right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We drive on the left. But
that's because we own it.
Pretty much everywhere in Europe, though, drives on the right.
Yeah, but that's like a British colony thing then, isn't it?
To do with us in Australia?
Yeah, well, we used to be owning Hong Kong drive on the same side as us. Once again,
which side?
British colony, the left.
We're very left, this country.
Yeah. Why can't we just go, right, let's all go... Why have they... There must be a reason why Europe have gone, nah, the right's the better side.
Because they don't like us.
No, they can't be that.
Don't know. There's got to be an answer to it, but do we want to know that answer?
Yeah.
I don't know if I do. Just kind of like the mysteriousness of it.
It really frustrates me.
Yeah, I get it. Good question, though.
Yeah.
Good
Does anybody know why we do that?
I don't know if I want to know. Just think it's one of them things that's quite nice to be mysterious about. And it's great to have a debate.
Yeah.
A big one.
I've got another one. Do you want another one?
No, save it.
Oh,
Save it for next week.
I see that. I was like, which one do I go
Keep
for?
it in the bank, mate, because there'll be a week where you'll go, I've done nothing this week, have I?
I've got loads now. I've got about 12 wrote down.
Good.
This week was
We could do a full episode of it.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see these things.
Right, I will see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, my friend.
Keep yourself smiling. What are you doing? Keep yourself smiling.
Stay safe.
And be kind.
Be very kind.
Always.
Do a good deed this week and let us know you've done a good deed.
You as well.
No, I do a good deed. I want my fans to do a good deed. Good weed.
Whenever I do a deed, when I'm with kids, I always say, that's it, I don't have to be nice to anybody now for the rest of the day. And I think that's all right.
Have you done all good, though?
Not today. I don't think so.
No.
I've said some kind words. That word.
No good deed is ever appreciated, isn't it? Something like that. No, is it no good deed is ever... There's always some... No one does a good deed because they'll say they've done a good deed that's selfless. No such thing as a selfless good deed. That's what I was after.
Yeah.
There's some sort of reward.
Yeah, everybody's filming it nowadays. Right. See you next Thursday. And remember, camel toe for all your inconvenient needs.
And 10% tails gets you the discount.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.